Guys, we're getting back at it. I know it's been a minute or like more or less like a month since I've been on the video here, and I will really want to get busy and get back on it and do more videos for you guys. So if you guys want to see anything or have me do anything, just give me a shout out and let me know. But today we're going to go back to fresh milled for a little bit and add in a little bit of sourdough with it. So our recipe is chocolate chip cookies and brown butter. And I already made my brown butter. It's over there. I got all my ingredients ready to go. So let's get started at the mill, per usual. So we got to measure out our wheat berries. And today I'm going to use soft white berries. So that's what we're going to use. And we need 380 grams of soft white wheat berries. It's been a minute. Got to be able to get everything going here. What did I say? 380 grams. Okay, 380 grams. We're going to measure it out here. I'll turn my camera down so you can see what I'm doing. Sorry about that. So we're going to gram it out to 380. And these are soft white wheat berries. So we're going to make our cookies with this. Usually use like a soft white, and that makes it to be like flour, like your all-purpose flour. When you use any other ones, it's got a lot of gluten in it, and we don't want a lot of gluten when we make our cookies. So everyone else wanted me to make cookies last night, so I was like, let's look and see what kind of cookie I can make that I haven't made before. And I looked back at the sourdough section and found out that I could use a starter with it. So here we go. We got 381. That will be good. We're going to move our scale out of the way and turn on our mill and start milling out these berries. There we go. There's our flour for our recipe, all milled up, ready to go. So it acts like all-purpose flour. So I'm going to get you over on the other side and we will get started. You guys at an angle over here. While my brown butter is cooling, we will do all the dry ingredients. It says to add the soft white wheat berries in the bowl. There's a little bit of different kinds of wheat berries in there. My husband was making buckwheat, so there's a little bit of buckwheat in there, but I think it will be okay. It's not going to hurt anybody. So here is our soft white wheat berries, and this is my baking soda, salt, and baking powder going in right now. That's our dry ingredients. And then we're going to mix this up, give it all a little mix, give it a blend. So we'll do that. Those buckwheat berries are showing through, but I think we'll be okay. And then once it's slightly cooled, still kind of hot, we want to wait for it to cool, and then we're going to add our sugars and then we'll add our eggs and everything else. So we're going to get started here after it cools a little bit. It's still kind of hot, so we'll wait. Guys, I'm going to go turn on the oven at 350 over here. You can't see me doing it, but I'm going to preheat the oven to 350, and I'm going to go in the refrigerator and check this butter. It should be ready to go. We just don't want to, yeah, we don't, this is perfect. We don't want to have our eggs curdling. So we're going to dump that in. After I wash my hands off here. That's the reason why you want it to cool down, so it won't curdle your eggs when you put it in. So we're going to put the butter in, and then we're going to add our sugars. And goes the butter. I have a little spatula spurtle thing here. Scrape it all that nice goodness of brown butter out. And there we go. And just set it over here. I'm going to add the white sugar and the brown sugar in here. We're going to mix this up, and then I'm going to add the sourdough starter and then the egg. My brown sugar is pretty rough looking. Looks like I'm going to have to make more, so I'm just going to put this on low. Mix this up. Give it a little blend. And now I'm going to add, I'm going to lift this up to make it a little bit easier. I'm going to add the sourdough starter in here, which is a half a cup. And the brown sugar and the white sugar was 1 cup. And our baking soda, baking powder, and sea salt was 1 teaspoon. And now we're going to add 2 eggs. Those are eggs. It's your typical cookie dough recipe, but we're adding sourdough to it to give it a little bit of twang. And then I have my homemade vanilla over here. I'm going to just pour with my heart, and then we'll give it all a mix, and then add our chocolate chips. So, put that back down, give it a mix. Let that mix up. Looks like we're doing great. The brown sugar has a little bit of clumps in it, but it'll be okay. That smells amazing. If you guys could smell this, it smells so good. Now I'm going to add 1 bag of semi-chocolate chips. Of course, guys, everything that I make is organic or natural. Nothing bad, no bad ingredients over here. That's why I don't add M&Ms unless I find some healthy M&Ms. I know there's some out there. They're called real candies or whatever, but I didn't get any, so I'm just using chocolate chip, and it'll still taste good. So with that, that is our dough, our chocolate chip cookie dough. And our oven is still preheating, and I will clean up a bit and change you guys around, change the direction so you guys can see me put it on the cookie sheet. So I'll get back with you. I usually use a medium scoop. I think this time I'm going to use a bigger scoop for a bigger cookie. I think it'll be nice to have a nice bigger cookie instead of a small one. Just scraping this off here and get this paddle off so I can get it cleaned. And we will be ready to scoop out our cookie dough into our sheets when it is all heated up. I think these are going to be amazing. I have made brown butter, excuse for my words. I have made brown butter cookies before with chocolate chips, but it was made with einkorn. So this is the first time ever I made it with sourdough. So Here's our cookie dough right here. And I'll turn you off and we'll get started scooping it up. All right, our oven just preheated. So I got you in frame over here. You can't see my bowl, but you'll be able to see me put the scoops out. So we're going to try to figure out how many we can get on this pan to make a big cookie. I usually do 3, 6, 9. I don't know. Let's see. I don't know how much these big ones are going to spread. So maybe we'll do like this. I'll do 2 rows. 3 rows of 2. What do you think? We'll try that and see how that goes. These are going to be bigger cookies, and I think they're going to taste better. Lots of people like big, chunky cookies instead of small little ones. So we'll try this. And they have to go in the oven for, I didn't check, but I will check. I think it's 10 minutes. Let me double check here. I put my book away. Should have checked with that first. Always check how many minutes you got to cook these cookies for. It's usually 10 minutes for a chocolate chip cookie. So we'll see. I'm looking, going through the papers here. It says 9 to 11 minutes. So I was close. So I will do it for 10 minutes just to be on the safe side. So I'm going to go over and put these in the oven and we'll take them out when they're done. All I'm doing is cleaning up. So I'm going to run some soap through everything and start cleaning up. If you want to see the cleanup process, that's what I'm doing. I got some dishes already in there. So basically, I just wash all the stuff that I used and put it in the other sink so it can dry. And then I'll take care of it later. So there's always a cleanup process with everything. I will open this window and you will see how beautiful it is today in Michigan. It is kind of cold out, but it is actually beautiful. The sun is shining very brightly. Let me turn you a little bit. Back you up so you can see, not just me, what's going on over here. See? There you go. The grass isn't green yet. We have had a lot of rain and some flooding, but it's been nice to be back home. We've been home for about a week now since we were in Florida for a week or 3 weeks with my daughter and her family. And we took our other granddaughters with us. So we were with all of our granddaughters in a camper camping at a campground, which was really nice to be camping. I truly enjoy camping in a camper. It was a lot of fun. There was 11 of us in a small little camper, but we made it work. And we all enjoyed ourselves. We basically camped most of the time. We did a few things. We went to a spring that is in Florida. And we also took the girls to aquarium space center kind of thing. It was a really small scale thing. It was more or less an aquarium than space, but it was still cool. It was on one of the islands that we went to. Sanibel Island, I think it was. So there's like a museum kind of on the island there, and we went to that. We went out to eat a lot. We did a lot of fun stuff. We cooked at camp. I also made a video. I don't know if you guys have checked it out, but that was a video of us going down to the pool because we were doing that on the daily. So, yeah. So I'm just waiting for these to come out of the oven, and then we will show you what they look like. And we're all cleaned up here with our mess. We're having chicken for dinner, which is chicken thighs. This is my favorite chicken from Whole Foods. It's very, very good and very tender. So I think I'm going to show you in this video how I make homemade barbecue sauce. Homemade barbecue sauce is super easy to make if you've never made it before. My husband really likes it, but I think it has to have brown sugar, and my brown sugar was messed up, so I might not be able to make it. But I probably will just season it up And next time we will have it with homemade barbecue sauce that I'll show you when I get some brown sugar made. So that's what we're having for dinner, and the cookies will be a nice sweet treat to go along with it. Cookies are over here done. I'm going to give them a check, and if I think they need more, then I'll do more. They're pretty big. They're not brown enough because they're pretty big. I'm going to do it for 5 more minutes. So we'll set it for 5 more minutes. And while I was waiting for my cookies to do their thing, I got a sourdough bread ready to go for tomorrow. So this is a shaggy stage. It sets like that for about 30 minutes. And then I mix it. I do it the stretch and folds for one time only and let it set for 5 to 6 hours. And then tonight I will put it in the refrigerator and let it cold ferment all night. So with that, this will be a sourdough bread tomorrow. Setting it over here by the oven is the perfect place to put it because it's very warm over here from all the cooking that we're doing. So it's a perfect place to put it. And I'm just cleaning up my mess that I made with the sourdough. So you don't have to see that. I'm just cleaning my whisk, cleaning up, and I gotta feed my sourdough again. So I put flour in it, and I'm gonna feed it, and then mix it up, and it will be ready for tomorrow for whatever I want to do tomorrow. And I think I'm gonna do another sourdough recipe for you guys. I have 2 or 3 of them. I have this one and a couple more that have sourdough stuff in them. So I can just get this mixed up and have enough for a sourdough bread for the next day and for whatever recipe I'm going to make, you guys. I think I'm going to try to pump out a video a day. If it gets too overwhelming, then I'll stop. But for now, I'm going to try to get this one up and running by tonight. I'm going to try to edit it here while I have a little bit of time to edit. And I'll do that and get it going. Here's my sourdough starter in a jar. I just fed it, so it should be good to go for tomorrow. I just set it over here. And we wait until tomorrow, and it'll be nice and bubbly and risen, and then it has fallen, and it'll be ready to go. And when I was on vacation, I put it in the refrigerator to go dormant. And let me tell you, it came back alive like in 1 day after I fed it. It worked out great. I was so worried I wouldn't get my starter back alive, but it came back alive very easily. So I was very glad that happened. I made 1 loaf of bread with it, and we're almost done with it. I decided to make loaves of bread with it instead of a big sourdough. It's better to make a loaf of bread because it's easier to cut. So yeah, making bread for your family saves you a ton of money, and especially sourdough because it's very good for your guts. I'm going to check on these. These are probably ready. I need a spatula. It looks like I'm going to have to clean a spatula. That's in the dishwasher over here. I know I'm doing some rambling, but I'm just waiting for the time to come on. I'm going to wash this spatula and use it. And my shirt is so long that it gets in the way of everything, and that's why I roll up my sleeves every time because it's so big and puffy. So I'm going to take these out. The timer's supposed to go off in 48 seconds, but I'm going to take them out early, and we're going to get them on the tray there. I'll show you how big they turned out. See how big those cookies are? They're just like monstrous cookies. I think people enjoy those kind of size cookies, especially if they want ice cream in the center. Don't that sound good? To have ice cream in the center of your cookie? Like an ice cream sandwich. That sounds so good. This broth is doing amazing over here. I'm just checking it. I'm going to let it set. The longer you let broth set, the richer it gets. I think I'm going to do it tomorrow. It's just over here chilling on a decent temperature. It's on 250, and it should be good with that until tomorrow. I'll can all that up because we use it like crazy. Let's get these cookies out on the cookie dry thing so they can get cool. The cooling rack, I meant to say. They're so big. You always want to let them set for a couple seconds before you take them off the cookie sheet, because sometimes, woo, they rip and tear just like I just did there. But you can actually piece them back together somewhat, and someone will eat that. It's okay. These are really big. I don't know. I might go back to the small one, the small scooper, because these are so big it's hard to put on my spatula. My small spatula. I don't know. What you guys think? You like big cookies or little cookies? Give me a vote. Can we vote out here? Let me know if you like big gigantic cookies or do you like little cookies. See this right here? It'll be okay. And then that one will be okay. So I'm going to put these up front. Ah, that's hot. Remember that pan is hot. Up front, let them get cool. And we'll do another load here. And that was perfect, doing that many. Maybe the last little bit of chocolate chip here, I'll do little ones instead of big ones. That way we can get more cookies out of this cookie dough. Instead of great big ones. It's giving me a hard time coming out of there. Oh, because the butter is starting to harden up. That's why. Once the butter starts to harden, it's really hard to get these out of the cookie scoop. I really like these cookie scoops. They're from Pampered Chef. I've had them for years. I got all 3 of them, and they're very nice. Haven't had a lick of problem with any of them. So there's our 6 cookies. And I'm just going to wash this cookie, scoop out, and go to the medium one so we can get more cookies out. So I'm going to put this in the oven, and I'll get back with you. All right, everyone, we're going to try this big one that got broken right here. Try a piece of it and see what it tastes like. Tastes really good. It's a chocolate chip cookie. It tastes delicious. It does taste a little bit different because of that half cup sourdough starter. It tastes really good. So, hope you guys enjoy making these delicious cookies. I'm going to make another round of big ones, and the rest ones are going to be small. So I will take a final picture when they're all made. So, thanks for watching, and see you guys on the next one. And give it a thumbs up, and like, and comment, and subscribe.